Hi, welcome to your message. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me. If you're keen or interested in booking me for a reading or one-on-one session, you'll find my email listed on the screen. Okay, let us begin with your message and take a look at what God wants you to know at this time. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. The Moon. The World. The Knight of Cups. So, beloved, what I'm seeing for you here, what I'm seeing for you is very peculiar, okay? Very strange. And what I mean by this is something I haven't seen before since I've started reading tarot, okay? So I'm seeing listen in code, okay, as I say this. I'm seeing here that you've tapped into a reality in the world that was hidden by many. It's like, I see that you've discovered something here, beloved, and it's like you discovered it in your path of life. And what you've discovered is very big. It's a great deal. It's not something small. It's not something to keep to yourself. It's not something to hold on to. This is something really big. And I see that God opened up this territory for you to find. And once you dug deep into it, you found out so much was corrupt about it. So much was wrong. So much is wrong here. And when God sent you into this territory to find this out, He sent you in there with a narrative that He wanted you to form out of what you have found. He wants you to form this narrative to help humankind, okay, beloved? He wants this narrative to be formed to assist His people, His children. So we have the Five of Pentacles. God is saying that I didn't mislead you when I took you here. I didn't mislead you when I allowed you to stumble on this information. I didn't mislead you when I opened up this portal. He's saying He wanted you here. He wanted you to be the one that cracks the code, that figures it out, that aligns with His image. He wanted you to be the one. I see God in your path. He gave you just enough resources that back then may have seemed small, back then may have seemed incompetent, back then what he might have thrown in your path and put and placed in your reality, it wasn't as appreciated, it wasn't needed, it wasn't understood. They weren't on that vibration yet. His people, he sent us to show them how it's done. But he didn't send us alone because he knew we would be incompetent in doing this alone in flesh. He knew we needed layering. He knew he needed more depth in this. He knew he needed to equip us with something more than just skin. He gave us spirit. He gave us mind. He gave us soul, which is mind and heart, which is your spirit that aligns with your flesh, your body. And when he gave us and allowed you to find this information, when he allowed you to tap in. He allowed you to tap in. It was his doing. It was him wanting you to tap into this. It was him wanting you to be the one. He didn't make the mistake when he placed you there. He wanted you to be the one to open up this portal and bring it back. He wanted you to be the one to open up this portal and bring it back and make it accessible to all, because he is in despair and demise of how his image has been so far-fetched to its reality. Meaning, his people think, his own children think they can't reach him. His own children think he's not there because of the image that they have formed to deceive the fact that he is who he is. To deceive the fact that he made it. They made him unattainable, unreachable, unfathomable, misunderstood, so that we don't realize it. But you realized it. God is saying what you've realized will tap you in deeper and deeper with every moon that comes and goes. And as you go deeper, he will enable you to never have the capacity to look back, meaning your past will be a book that is stored inside of you that he will place in a position to be heard by many. But he will never allow your past, even your past memories or feelings, to hurt you again. And he's promising you this. This is his promise to you. He's saying, you don't have to go through this anymore in the way that you have been going through it. He doesn't want you to be received in the same likeness. We have the moon here, okay. With this moon energy showing up, representing you, coming out in inclination with your energy, it's telling me that you have been hidden in plain sight. You have been hidden in plain sight. The world is about to see, though. So God hid you, and how he hid you was he made you become misunderstood. And he also made you misunderstand yourself. He made you dive into the portal of wanting to know who you are, so that when you find it out, it's something you wanted. It's not something he forced you into. So when he placed what he placed in your reality, he wanted you to tap in so that you find out and you break free from the portal that everyone else is existing in, because they're not tapped in. So I want to bring you back to this reality with this message by saying this, okay, with this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups represents nostalgia. Scorpio rules that, and we are in Scorpio season. So what this is saying is God is going to use the energy of Scorpio that rules nostalgia to remind you of your past. But God is going to remind you of your past in a way that you've never been reminded of it before. He's going to remind you of your past in a good way. So what you see of it is going to be in a good form. It won't destroy you, it will align you. So this nostalgia that you are going to be feeling is going to help you see things clearly. Okay, when he taps you in, he wants you to realize that it's his world, yes, but people need to know that. People don't know that. The fact that you live by that doesn't mean others do, right? Clearly. But God wants this for all of us. He wants commune in his word, in his name, in his image, so that we are all welcome in his kingdom. For it is his kingdom that we are tapped into. That's why we won't run out of nothing. We're not tapped into anything else outside of the person that made us. We won't run out. We will be unlimited. We will be profitable to all humankind in his word and name and likeness. He wants this for everyone. He no longer wants to spread hate, or he no longer wants hate to be spread, because there is so much of it in everyone's heart. In everyone's heart space lies upon something that they're hurting about, something that is painful, something that they can't let go of. And God wants to be the one to restore all of that and help us be one with one another again. Because the reason we are not one is because we are the ones hurting one another. Another human being is hurting another human being, and we are one species. He made us that way. We are hurting one another. It is not right, the state of the world and how it is right now. It has to shift. This is unbearable for us, because our energy is too pure. We vibrate differently. We cannot take it when the world is in this state. And he then is equipping us and has been preparing us so that we may change the state of the world, and so that others may live a better life too. So it's not only just doing this for you. People need you. People need your words. They need your guidance. They need your presence. They need you and what you have to offer, because it is what he placed inside of you that he's now putting outside of you. It's his doing that now people want to understand you, that now your views are growing out of nowhere, that now you're getting more business, more clients, more people want to hear you, more people want to be around you, more things are happening in your favor. That is his doing. He's saying you're ready for that now, because you are able to play that role. You are well equipped. You're well equipped. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands energy, God is saying there is something He left here for you to find. Take heed, I'm saying it in a softer tone because this is a sensitive thing. This is something. So what He placed and what He's going to allow you to find, He wants you to carry it in His reign in the world. He wants you to be the one to represent Him and be His ambassador. See, how many devil advocates is there? So many. And it's normalized. It's really pathetic how that is normalized, but His word is looked down on. He wants to now take us out, His special somebodies that He has planted for. He has been working on His world for a very long time, and He knew who He chose to work on it with Him. We are who He chose. And He's going to now place you in a position of power to be able to utilize what He chose you for in His favor, because you are ready now. Congratulations. I salute you. Okay, I respect you. That's why I do this for you. We have the title card, okay? This is a description card of the maker of this specific deck that I'm using. So there's going to be a specificity in your name now. Meaning, what this means is you won't be misunderstood anymore. You won't be misunderstood. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want people to misunderstand you anymore. He wants people to tap into the realm of understanding you. For you are the one that is going to lead everyone in the right way. The realm that God tapped you into, beloved, is a place that is very sacred in the world, okay? It's like it's a realm. So as much as you are existing, right, and you see everyone existing with you, you are all existing in different realms. So those that you keep around you exist in your realm. It is your reality, meaning it's your world. And in your world, God conquers, God leads, God is first. It is Him you've placed. Therefore, that is why your reality is going to become this way. For you have surrendered the control of it to God. You have allowed yourself to walk this path with Him. Okay? For better understanding of why you are being allowed to be this tapped in, meaning this understanding of life. Your understanding of life is the doing of God. He gave you this information to know life on this rank because you are the one that is meant to pursue His message and relay it. You are the one that is going to break the chains that people have built upon in their mind due to the programming of the world that has been centuries, man. It's been like this for a long time, okay? This has happened before. There's been a life before this. Our ancestors did this. They had their time. This is our time. We have the Page of Wands that you pulled. So with this Page of Wands, God is saying he no longer wants you to walk on thin ice. He no longer wants you to feel like that either. He no longer wants you to feel like at any given moment something is going to happen. He no longer wants you to feel scared, vulnerable, fearful, rejected, humiliated, misunderstood. He wants to replace all of that with redemption of who you are in this world, truly. Therefore, you are going to begin to see him do this in your reality. And how he's going to do this is he's going to start small and he's going to do it big on a bigger scale with time. You're going to also see it in your reality. Obviously, you're going to understand the pace at which you and him have agreed on. You and him have agreed on this pace. So whatever pace he's granting you and the pace you are on, the pace this is happening, is the pace you have been assigned by him in agreement with him. It could have been in prayer. It could have been in your doings and your actions. He understood that this is the pace that would be necessary for you, even if you didn't verbalize it to him. He knows you that well. He made you. So the pace he gives you is the pace you are the one that is meant to endure. No one else. So when he said he no longer wants you to walk on thin ice, he no longer wants you to feel left out with anything in this world. He wants to give you all the information so that you can really rule over everything that he's going to bless you with, over this commune, over this kingdom, with facts, not just assumptions or little bits of information or knowledge here and there. He wants to broaden the view with your perspective and your voice. It's like God is saying he planted you here as a seed. Yeah, Page of Cups, okay? He planted you here as a seed. He knew that you were the one that was going to activate. You're going to activate people. You're going to activate others. And activation is tapping in. So once you activate, once they hear your word, you understand that it's over with. Like, they're inside. That's the power you have. You can tap them in. That is what makes you like God. That is what makes you a little dangerous to the people that are against God's agenda, because you are like him. You can declare things in his word and things will happen because it is him doing it through you as his vessel. So this is to say that don't be misled by the amount of people you think you have in understanding of what God has done for you. Don't think that because for example, because the numbers aren't adding up to a specific amount, doesn't mean that the people listening are not activated as soon as they hear your voice. This is to say that the power and the weapon lies upon your voice, not upon your analytics or what the credit. No, they lie upon the rank you hold in the spiritual realm and how God can really utilize you. See, we are all God's vessels, but he utilizes us differently. There's a rank in which we get utilized. And there's a specific rank he's utilizing you. Depending on the type of rank, you might be overwhelmed. You might have been for a long time. And he's bringing you out of that. He's done so slowly. And that process of bringing you out of it is to teach you how to bring others out of it too. Everything that you've gone through was to serve that purpose, to teach others how to learn him, how to understand him, how to gravitate towards him, who is God. As a vessel of his, you will know, because you walk this path with him. And he's saying with this Page of Cups, I planted you as a seed to be the one to activate me within people's hearts. No matter how small, no matter how big of a way, as long as I'm there, I can work on them. I can gather them up and they can also make their way into my kingdom, for they are my people too, okay? Eight of Cups. So people have been avoidant with this Eight of Cups, avoidant of the truth, okay? With this devil energy, people have been saying the devil is a spirit, a force that comes against us and forms weapons against us and attacks us, and but the truth is this: the devil is you. You are the one that makes bad choices and decisions, and you are the one that hurts other people and creates trauma into their life and into their reality. You are the one that embeds that devil energy within them. You are the devil, okay? You are the one, you're the enemy by doing that to others. It is you, it is us as humankind. You can't blame it on no spirit when you are the one taking those type of actions. Let me tell you something. When you are tapped in enough, you understand that there's a level in which things go. Meaning, things can be done to you in spirit by others, but in the 3D. Forces can take upon you, forces of worry, anxiety, trauma, and confusion, lust, addiction. Those forces can take upon you due to others. And it's a link that you create with that force. When you sleep with an individual, you take upon that their spirit, honey, you're going to feel their demons. If you don't take upon it sexually, you take upon it in spirit. Those are the two ways in which they get us: in spirit and through sex. Y'all know about sex. It's out there already. Hell is everywhere, man. But let me tell you something about spirit. There are people that are filthy in spirit, dirty and rotten in spirit, but the beautiful, beautiful, most beautiful people you've ever seen in reality. They look gorgeous. Their flesh is so beautiful. But we are not slaves to flesh. We see past all of that. Your spirit is filthy. We see it. We see you. I see you. God sees you too. We have the Hierophant. We have the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords here. So with this, God is saying that He is increasing your influence in the world even further. He is allowing you to be the one. He's allowing you to tap in. He's allowing you. And you are going to lead others around you automatically, because the image you walk in is His image, and those that come around you feel Him. You are the one that is, you are the loophole to all of this. I'm leaving it here, okay? As you know, I need to, okay? I'm thankful and appreciative of your time. I will be back, okay, for another message to guide you. If you're keen or interested in booking me, I offer any and all kinds of readings, including one-on-one sessions via FaceTime, video call, Skype, as well as Zoom call. You'll find my email right on the screen. Okay, I'm sending you nothing but love. Until next time, bye.